The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question.
And the Rams got it. They bring it down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Taking it about the 36. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. Just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Arizona defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. On 1st down, it's gone. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Gone. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping him.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Rondale Moore. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Arizona.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks. Here's a diving catch right side. A big play there. Goff to Cup. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and again to Carter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, the Rams Rams at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing pretty well. 6 wins in 8 prior to that defeat.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense, because the offense...
And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this is drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's fielded at the 45. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up. And now the rookie's free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Fournette is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Quick toss by Goff is complete. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Tune. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to be.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Tune to throw it. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And Tune to throw it now. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards are back within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Play action. It's gone. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. B.J. Ojulari. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. This is intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it here just past the 25.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Tune. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Looking to throw, Tune. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Tune going to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing, Tune. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Back to throw again. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. A final shot before break here. Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing on third, Goff. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, Goff. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He'll drop to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, a run with Carter. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throw left side, complete to Cobb. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll air this one out for Mims.